Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dominique Martin, a licensed therapist. The most painful relationship struggles ain't always the loud ones. Sometimes relationships slowly unravel because one or both partners begin asking a quiet but powerful question. What if I'd be happier somewhere else? That quiet dissatisfaction often becomes the starting point for comparison, doubt, and the belief that life would be better somewhere else. Partners may begin wondering whether they've chosen the wrong person, and many become convinced they'd be happier with someone else, only to discover they brought many of the same struggles into the next relationship. Let's talk about why that happens. So, why do so many people leave relationships believing they'll find something better, only to face many of the same challenges in the next relationship? The answer has less to do with finding the right person and more to do with understanding what's really driving their dissatisfaction. So, some people spend years chasing a better relationship, only to discover that they were running from something much deeper. Today, we're talking about the hidden dissatisfaction that leads partners to sometimes believe that the grass is greener on the other side, and why that belief can also be deceptive. So let's talk about what that really is and what it may actually be telling you at the heart of the relationship dissatisfaction. It's often a painful question. Why don't I feel the way that I used to? Many partners enter relationships with expectations about happiness, fulfillment, excitement, and emotional connection. Then, as relationships settle, responsibilities may increase, stress may accumulate, and the excitement of the newness of the relationship settles into familiarity. And somewhere along the way, partners may begin to interpret the absence of constant excitement as evidence that something is wrong. And they may start thinking, maybe I'm with the wrong person, or maybe someone else would understand me better, or maybe I'd be happier on my own. These thoughts can feel convincing because they often come from a very real feelings of loneliness, disappointment, boredom, disconnection, or unmet needs. The mindset of the grass is greener on the other side refers to the tendency to believe that other situations are better than our own. In relationships, it can show up when someone becomes dissatisfied and begins envisioning about life without a current commitment. So they may imagine another partner would be more compatible, more exciting, more understanding, or that single life would be more fulfilling. So the challenge is that these ideas usually compare to the reality of one relationship to the imagination of another. And what partners often discover later is that every relationship comes with challenges, frustrations, and imperfections. The new relationship may be different, but it won't be challenge free. So let's explore some of the deeper reasons. First, unmet expectations. So when emotional or relational needs ain't being fulfilled, partners may start looking elsewhere for answers. Second is routine and complacency. So long-term relationships can become predictable. So the excitement that once came effortlessly now requires intentional effort. Third is lack of personal fulfillment. So sometimes partners feel stuck in life and unconsciously blame the relationship for their unhappiness. So if you unhappy with yourself or aspects of life outside of your relationship, changing partners often don't solve the problem. And fourth is fear of vulnerability and connection. So sometimes the deeper relationships become, the more emotionally exposed we may feel. And for some partners, idealizing about another relationship is actually a way of avoiding deeper connection. Fifth is social comparison. So we are constantly being shown highlight reels of other people's lives. We see vacations, grand gestures, and smiling photos often online, but we rarely see the arguments, disappointments, and struggles happening behind closed doors. 6 is emotional disconnection. So when communication breaks down, partners may begin feeling unseen, unheard, and alone even while living under the same roof. And also, unresolved personal things like past trauma, abandonment fears, or trust issues often follow us into every relationship we enter. And changing partners don't automatically heal those issues. So here are some common signs you may be experiencing the grass is greener mindset. So if you frequently compare your relationship to other couples, or you focus more on your partner's flaws than their strengths, or if you idealize about being with someone else without addressing current relationship problems, or you assume a different relationship will automatically make you happier, or if you feel emotionally checked out but haven't communicated your concerns, or you spend more time imagining than creating change in your relationship. If these sound familiar, it may mean important needs are going unaddressed. And with this, understanding what's really happening is key. So start with self-awareness. Ask yourself, what am I truly missing? Is this a relationship issue, a personal issue, or both? Next, communicate honestly. Many couples spend years silently hoping that their partner will notice their unhappiness. Healthy relationships requires direct conversations about needs and disappointments and rebuild emotional connection. So schedule intentional time together, have meaningful conversations, and express appreciation. Small moments of connection often matter more than grand gestures. And take responsibility for your own fulfillment. Your partner can contribute to your happiness, but they can't be solely responsible for creating it. And investing in friendships, hobbies, and personal growth all contribute to life satisfaction and impacts how you show up in relationships. Before assuming the grass is greener somewhere else, ask yourself a different question. Have I fully nurtured the grass where I am? Because healthy relationships ain't built by finding perfect partners. They built by partners who are willing to understand themselves, communicate honestly, and grow together. Sometimes the relationship ain't missing something new. Sometimes it's waiting for attention, healing, and intentional care. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more relationship insights. As always, stay motivated, and I'll see you on the next video.